got the manager's office too. That should be up.
So this is
This is where the old back room, where the old produce room and the freezer and stuff like that.
I wasn't here.
Oh, that's right, you weren't here.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah. There was an incinerator here that we've taken that out. We've had to relay this new service switch gear.
The dock door was there. Bathrooms were here.
Yeah. And then over here on this side, one of the things that we did is these guys, when they would unload stuff, their pallets were taller than the door opening. So we cut this out and raised the door opening. This is the original height. So they had to break down all their pallets out here before they could wheel them in. So we raised all this up, and you can see the white foam.
Yeah.
That's the foam that we talked about early on about the flooding problem. Wall. And we basically this wall on the east side here was falling down, and we just took it apart and relayed it back up. So. I think there's two buildings here, actually. You know, I've asked that question. When we get title search, it was built. I think the original building was built in 67, and then there was an add-on.
57?
67.
Oh, 67.
And then there was an add-on in 77. I don't remember the title set.
Right.
But yeah, it's been here for a while.
So it's been like 45 years then, right? It was 67.
I've been here 30, and it was still a relatively fresh-looking building when I got out here. And you were out here ahead of me.
Wow.
Yeah, I was out here 84.
I guess I was out here ahead of
You
you.
were ahead of me out ahead. Yeah, you were ahead of me.
Breakers in here,
Of course, you were in Torrington.
Torrington then, though.
or regular standard?
Well, our fall breakers are for
Like bedroom?
residential.
Yeah, residential.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if that's something new
No.
that he had to do. Or...
There is some new ones out there. All the
And so, I mean, how many architects, whatever, do you have working on this, or do you have
we
your
have
own?
our firm's out of DFLA out of Fort Collins,
Okay.
and we've been working pretty closely with them. And then Woodbury has a pretty heavy hand on project management. And for us, it's all this stuff ties back to two things: the lease and the financing of the project. So you have to get all this stuff to stop moving before you can sell on those two important pieces.
I'm just amazed. I'm shaking my head because I'm amazed at the scope of it. I mean, because all of this, nobody's ever going to see.
No, honestly.
You know, it's like putting the plumbing in the house and then saying, well, I put $10,000 worth of plumbing in it, so I want my house to be worth 150 instead of 140. No.
No, the only thing that people care about is seeing that it's sitting on top of that plumbing. The toilet's sitting on
Yeah,
top of that
exactly.
plumbing.
This cooler area that really doesn't fit where you're going to put the produce and all that stuff.
Well, this backs up to where the new deli is going to be.
Yeah.
So there's a prep kitchen that's going to be installed here, a produce kitchen, and then to be honest with you, I don't remember which is which here, but the deli is going to be right here as you walk in. So the produce stuff is all new coolers outside.
Deli. But you design that with the tenant, right?
Yeah, the tenant, so we're doing a certain amount of work, and then we're sort of handing over the reins to the tenant, and then he'll come in and finish out sort of the FF&E of the building.
Okay.
You guys keep asking him questions because I don't know the answers. You've been after me, and I've been after him forever to come out and just give you the tour and the walk.
Well, I guess the most difficult part about this, and is that people ask you questions, and you're like, I can show you dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to. I mean, there's a lot to see, but it's kind of like it's just a.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
construction
it's
project.
basically you're just ripping it out from
We have
starting
no
from
dirt,
scratch.
that's soil. Dirt is what you get on me.
Yeah, and speaking of, no, I'm just.
It's one of the things from school.
So I guess the biggest thing, I guess, if I was going to start out talking about this, is that you guys have basically started from scratch and remodeled the entire thing for the most part, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've kept the exterior envelope of the building, and we've basically, from outside in, we've redone pretty much everything. Even a lot of the outside, to be honest with you. That east wall was in really bad shape, and so that's been, complete rehab. This building never had gutter on the outside. It was all internal gutters, which is fine until you have a big rain event, and then what happens is the water actually runs over and back under, and that's what happens. You can see the effervescence on the inside of the building, and just over time it deteriorates your wall, and then it goes down to the foundation, and when the concrete back settles. So we put a gutter on, so we don't want to have that happen again. So those things.
So now you know why we have a moving target for missing Thanksgiving.
Well, I just wondered, they said Thanksgiving in May, and then I go, well, I got a lot of work to do to get it done to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. What I found is timelines are, at the end of the day, it's not about the day you're going to be open. It's about being open for good and staying open. So I'd rather go slow, get it done right, and open when we open.
But somehow that sounds better when you say that than when I say that.
Yeah.
That's because you're a public official and we don't trust you.
Blame us.
But when have I ever misled?
You backwardness. You haven't. No. But that's the thing. I mean, you have to be hiding from something from us, and here it is.
That's right.
I've got 3 spots for the major media days.
Barry is right there, right?
Well, I need a bigger one.
Well, we can make that happen. You got that concrete sausage.
That's actually funny. One for each of the major. Yeah, that's funny.
Pretty good.
So
And
I
it
guess
is the time of season. I can help that.
And it's not going to be open for a very long time. So
That
once you're down
concrete
there,
is really cured.
Yeah.
If any of them disappear, I had nothing to do with it.
I didn't hear that.
I'm just thinking about the dust and everything. I mean, when you're talking, you can just feel you start coughing just because the different dusts.
Well, I don't know if I've answered you guys' question.
I think you've done a pretty good job.
I mean, yeah, no, you did. I mean, and this is the main thing now. We have questions.
Yeah.
Well, they'll always have questions.
Well,
They'll say, okay, yeah, we understand now. I mean, if you just break it down to the term like, hey, have you ever tried to remodel a bathroom and gone and picked up all the stuff and then come back and said, oh, I don't have this, so it's not the linoleum,
It
it's the
doesn't
floor
fit.
underneath it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't fit, or it's the wrong, but it's old.
Yeah.
You have to replace it all.
Josh has been thinking I've been a dirty guy looking it up. If you guys would do this too.
no. We're happy to come on. We want to get ready. We have announce exactly
Is there any reason we can't Skype? Just Skype when they have something going on? Seriously, if somebody has a question, call them up on the computer and say, hey,
Yeah.
let's have
you
a
guys can always
conference.
get a hold of
I got his number. I've called him.
Yeah, I heard that.
But we're like I said, we're happy with how things have progressed, and the remodel jobs are more challenging than the ground up stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.